We laugh, we'll cry, we'll dance, we'll share your pain. Sometimes it rains, but now it's time to gain. Oh, the Debbion Newman project, hosting conversations throughout the nation. You're keeping it locked, don't forget. Doing it together, now we'll take a step. If you watch the show, you'll know everything you need to know. No other can. #1 entertainment show. Subscribe to YouTube so you'll catch it while you're on the go. Where energies flow, building each other, so we gotta grow. Oh, the Debbion Newman project, hosting conversations throughout the nation. You're keeping it locked, don't forget. Doing it together, now we'll take the step.
Welcome to season 2 of the Debbion Newman project. We're sponsored by the Reggae Hub, and I'm really happy to be talking to you today. You are not only a public figure in Jamaica, but you're also one of my friends. So we have history together.
For years.
Yes, for years. I never gotten the opportunity to tell you and Miss Bev, thank you for taking me in as a sister and a daughter when I moved to Kingston, living on my own, don't know a lot of people. And on Sundays, Miss Bev would always ensure that I have Sunday dinner. Whether I'm cooking, yes or no, she'll call and ask, you have dinner? What you having today? May I cook, come over?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Those
That's
little things made me feel very welcomed, very happy and very comfortable. And not only that, I used to sleep over your place, you used to sleep over my place. So
yes.
That's the show that the relationship wasn't no play business.
Yeah. Was real family.
Real family, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to seem as if that because of the distance and we don't get to talk as much, it's like I don't remember where I'm coming from, because I do. It's just that life take different turns. You started your family, I started my family. So it's like, but at the same time, the love is still there.
It is still there for me as well, Debbia, and I love you so much. You would even understand. Only God alone that understand. I love the cause sometimes when you tell people about love, they don't really understand.
Right.
But of course, I always look up to you. You always motivate me to do some real positive things, and I will never forget that.
Yeah, I love it too, girl.
And I always admire you as a mother. And then I become a mother too.
Yes, isn't that beautiful?
Can I tell you?
Just before we jump into that part of our lives, you wear many hats. You are an entrepreneur. You've had your business for a while now. Ever since I've known you, you're always working, and it's not like you always have an entrepreneurial spirit to work for yourself and to earn. You're also known for being in a lot of popular music videos. So we're going to start from there. What are some of the videos you've been in so far?
Okay, like way back before I have my son, I used to be in Sean Paul, Beanie Man video. I think it's Galley said, Mr. G, what do you put other one? I can't remember. But a lot of videos I used to dance as well. So, I used to be a promotion girl.
Right.
Yeah, ambassador for other liquor company like Ray and Neville, Guinness. I was a popular Guinness girl. So yeah. So the videos now. The videos now, I did my last video that I did know since I have my son was Sean Paul and Busy Signal Boom, a song named Boom. I think the video just released like around 4 days ago.
Oh wow. That means I haven't seen it as yet, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. But how did you get your start doing music videos?
Okay, how did I get my start? Okay, first the promotion push you to meet other persons, and then people always say, girl, you can do video and you look. I never see myself as a pretty girl, but persons always say you're pretty and nice, and I never see myself as a person that can dance either. And everybody can dance, but not everybody a dancer. So I never see myself as a dancer, but I could dance. So persons always say, I want you to go into a video and stuff like that. And that's why I end up start doing videos. And then being under Brownstone umbrella and also moving from Brownstone to Ramesh Entertainment push me to do all different type of stuff in promotion and music videos.
All right. So for those who know you, they know that, or for those who see you on social media, they know that you're a very sexy girl without even trying. You're just born with it naturally. You're most of these videos that you've been in, you are the lead girl, right? Do you consider yourself to be a sex symbol?
Okay. I wouldn't consider myself as that, but for men out there seeing me or any other female looking sexy, they're gonna say, oh, she's a sex symbol. But I don't see myself as that type of person, but person's going to put me in that category, which is fine. I don't bash people to think of what they want to think. If you want to think something of me, fine. But I know what I'm about. And I'm about just working and trying to make my own. And if it's doing music video or doing a calendar or dress skimpy sometimes, it doesn't mean that we're selling ourselves as a sex symbol. It's just a part of our choosing career.
Right. You have no control over your sexiness. If that's who you are, that's who you are. If that's how you are born, I just let it go. But being a curvy girl, small waist, big bottom, you must attract a lot of attention. And especially because you're in all these music videos and you pose for different calendars like Ray and Nephew and stuff like that. What type of attention do you get from your male counterparts? And do you find it to be more of in a respectful way, or sometimes kind of like disrespectful?
Honestly, sometimes I find it very, very, very disrespectful because men lost, and some lost in a different way, which is sometimes, honestly, when I used to do promotion work and like I come home, I feel away. But at the same time, I did enjoy going on the road and meeting other people and working for all these big established businesses. And then at the end of the day, person's going to look on you like, oh, every promotion girl like this or every promotion girl like that. And they call us stuff. Oh, but for me, who know me, my name not called for a bag of people. So I have my image out there set on person being like, oh, Kitty's not a wild girl. Kitty's just always a humble girl, just a do our work. But for me, even my, as you say, curvy, my shape good from a long time, right? But some persons go over the edge and be like, oh, I should do this or she should do that to her body or whatever, why this, or why she a babes or whatever. And it even affect my nails business. But I try my best not to make it affect it with me doing calendars, music videos, and also running a nails business.
In what way does it affect your business?
Okay, like persons will be like, all right, I have some male clients. My male clients that doesn't know me on Instagram won't try to look me or flirt with me or anything like that. But for male clients that know me, one and two of them that knows me from Instagram, I get it. And honestly, I have to put some of them in them place and say, listen, I'm running a business here, okay? I do host calls as well. And I don't do host calls to anybody. I pick and choose. I have someone else that work for me that she do some of the host calls if I cannot get to do any. But for most time, I do my host calls. Dress is very decent in my uniform. And my jeans pants. And I only do it to persons that I really used to, like I really know them.
So do you feel as if that there are times when men try to hire you, not for you to work, but mainly because of how you look? And can you tell me some of those experiences, or pick one experience that you think you've had?
All right, way back then, before I had my son, I used to do old scars for nails. And I run into a really bad experience. Thank God it never went to the extent that I wanted it to go. That I didn't want it to go, I should say.
Right.
Yeah. So it ended up that it went to a point where he came on to me and I had to leave everything.
So hold on, someone hired you to do nails, but it was a house
Somebody
call.
very, very popular, yes.
Uh-huh.
And I went to do the old call, and they literally came on to me, and I cried. I was so emotional. It's like I wanted to stop the nails completely.
When you say he came on to you, in what way did he approach you?
He will legit try to rape me.
Wow.
Before I should start my procedure with him, doing his foot or anything at all, he was like coming on to me, and at that time I never used to wear like uniform, but I dress business like at that time. I never used to wear uniform. This was long before I had my son, and it kind of jiffed me from doing old scars and stuff like that. And then I tell myself that I'm going to start doing it back again, but just do it with persons that I know that is well respectable and they won't try certain things with me. And I just just like belt everything. So it's a big risk that I forgot to take with me. But try anything.
For those who are watching and they might not be clear, or if they've been in a situation like this, or for future reference, how did you get yourself out of that situation where you was in the house with him, you came to work, but he had other intentions? He came on to you. How did you make your escape?
They always say never you try to attack a nail technician, because they always have a lot of a sharp object. But for real, I had a cuticle pusher, which is a iron one. So it's like I just jam him. The jam that I jam him so strong, come on to me again, but I start fighting, and man have one part down here, so them seed bag. Yes, thank God for them seed bag. So the seed bag helped me. So when me done, raise up this a stick me here and give key, and not even put like the knee part me use and give it to him, and me run out there, so he couldn't catch me back. He couldn't catch me back.
Did he reach out to you after that, trying to apologize?
Yes, he did, but I never accepted it at first. No, I accept it. I see him on the road and we'll pass each other, and that's about it. But no, and I never reported it or anything. Because sometimes persons that are in those big positions, sometimes you have to just leave it to God.
Right. Because in many cases, they try to turn it around on the victim and say, oh, they're the one who wanted me, or stuff like that.
Or you want it on them something there. And I can speak clearly that there are things that I went through growing up. And I think because of that, I never want something like that happen to me again. So it was more for a fight. Like, no, this not gonna happen again. So it was a fight back for me to win myself, to say, this not gonna happen again. No man not gonna win me to try that with me again.
Right.
And up to this day, no man will never try that with me. And I think that's why I never wanted a daughter.
Wow. It's very typical, or very common, I should say, that unfortunately a lot of us go through stuff like that. I have my own experience where I was abducted by two men, And you know, unfortunately, I never had the opportunity to protect myself against two people. So whatever that
That is
happened,
a big
happened.
battle.
Very unfortunate, but I'm happy that you were able to escape and nothing happened to you. How did you move on from that experience? Were you able to just go back into work and be yourself, or it took a toll on you?
At first, it took a toll on me because it was somebody that I really look up to. So it took a toll on me where I never wanted to go to work. I feel like him probably that go, like
Try
come at me
find you.
again, or
Mhm.
I feel like me go report it, say me go. Listen, I watch a lot of movies, so I always feel like things are gonna turn out like in the movie. So
Mhm.
me, they just worried about that. So I never go at the shop for around a week or two. I think almost 2 weeks. Me never go at the shop. I think you remember the shop. It was on Mullins Road.
More like,
No,
yeah,
Agley Park Road.
Agley
Agley
Park
Park
Road,
Road.
yeah,
Yes,
upstairs.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tell myself I wasn't going to go to work for a while and stuff like that. But eventually, I prayed about it because if anybody know me, I love to pray. I'm a God-fearing person. So whenever I put anything to God, it brings me up. Like once I say, God, I leave this in your hands right now. It's like I get every power that I needed. So after that, I just tell myself, it took a while before it come out of my system because sometimes I still have flashback about it. Not now, but at the time. And I just take my time and heal myself. Some persons have
Mm-hmm.
to go through counseling and stuff like that to heal themselves. Yes, I did counseling back in school because I went through a lot. Some of what I would probably even talk about now, but um it just give me the strength to move on when I put things to God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
So
that is what
in
really
essence,
pushed me.
that's your therapy.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
praying, trying to put myself in a place where most times I'll try to fast or something like that. Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
And then oh my mother say, it
Yeah,
just
prayer warrior, right?
tell her something and she depend the praying. She depend the word
Right.
for us as our kids. So I think just me being a brave person, because if anybody know me, I'm very brave.
Right. Right. Um, for that little girl or that young woman who's watching right now and they have aspirations of maybe becoming a nail tech and owning their own business like you, and doing house calls may be a part of the dream, what would you tell that young person in terms of protecting themselves when accepting clients and accepting house calls?
Make it more business ethic. So if the person meet you at a club or they meet you somewhere else, it's not every house call they can take on. If you lead to your spirit that this person feels like somebody okay enough that you know for a while that you can do the house call with, but actually always make somebody know where you're going. So if you're working for yourself, make somebody know that you're going on a house call and stuff like that. For my host calls that I most times it's my assistant who take my phone and respond to people. So most times I don't get to talk to people myself. But for host calls for young persons that thinking about doing nails and host calls, you just have to ensure that you dress business like. Cause the more you're covered is the less for them to look at you. Yeah, we know man a dog, them see through
Yeah.
everything. If it's even a jeans pants. But at that time I think I was wearing like a spaghetti top like, and I was wearing like tights. That's what I wore. Yes, I was wearing a tights and like a spaghetti top. That was probably 8 years ago, around there. Yeah, around 8, 9 years ago. So because of that, no, you have to dress business like so they know that you're about your business.
Right.
Ensure that when you're dealing with a male client, you try to button everything, especially here. Like, I'm showing a lot of cleavage. You try not to show too much cleavage. Try to dress as, I don't wear makeup when I'm going out all the time. I just dress normal, no makeup, natural. That's it. Less pretty up for them to really look at you too much.
Right.
When you're not too pretty up and sexy up, them not gonna really look for you. If you have big jeans, you wear a big flannel of jeans. My jeans, them always tight. You can't believe if I'm my size. But for like the persons that are coming up that want to do this, just dress modern when you're going to do a housing call. As moderate as what a business like.
So they don't get the wrong impression. A lot of times they have it in their mind that this is what they're going to do anyways. But the thing is, you can't control them. You did hit a point when you said that make sure you tell someone where you're going, so then they have an idea that you went to this place. Would you also advise them bringing someone with them, like how you have an assistant? Should they also have assistants? So when you show up at these house calls, you're not going by yourself.
I gone all my house calls by myself. My assistant only go like if I cannot go. So I don't send her to any one of them. You could bring someone with you if it's okay. You can tell the person that you have an assistant going to be assisting you, so the person can pass things for you if you should catch some water, the person can go and catch it for you. Stuff like those. Some persons are so private they don't want anybody at them house. So they would just feel comfortable if it's you alone. But sometimes they kind of draw a little thing to you, because sometimes you really don't want to think that way, because you know how them say, you have to think that way sometimes. So you have to just think ahead of them. And you say, you have to know if you use your head. I have somebody working for me, so I'm going to be bringing somebody with me as well. My assistant, you just make it known, assistant. Make sure that person that is going with you can also be wearing a kitty or whatever your name is, Tanisha nails, Lisa nails. Make sure she's wearing a logo
well
as
uniformed,
you.
right?
Well uniformed, so you know that this is strictly business. So that is the next thing that they can do as well.
All right. So the world knows you as this pretty girl from all the music videos and the Ray and Nephew calendars and things like that. But people may not know you as much for you being a mom. Tell me a little bit about becoming a mother. How did that change your life?
Becoming a mother changed my entire lifestyle. My lifestyle was partying all the time, road, promotional girl. I used to do a lot of promotion. From I have my son, I don't do promotion like that anymore. Only promotion I do is like on my page, like promote for person stuff, I go for people clothes. Yeah, that's about it. But for go out and jiggle and go for my head up and them stuff, then no, I don't do that anymore. So my son changed my entire lifestyle. Even though before I had my son, I closed my door. I closed all the door out there concerning promotion, certain friends, stuff like that, before I had my son. So it was a little bit easier for me to, take my time and go into motherhood freely without anything distracting me. So it's like if somebody say, Kitty, we are going to or Kitty, no, nobody really called me and said that. So I get my time to be a mother. And it is not easy. It is not easy at all, especially when you're basically a full-time mother. At the time I was working, I was just taking care of my son right through. And then this whole thing, and I don't want to really get into it, but this whole thing with my son father, when it went all over the media and stuff like that, it kind of made me stronger to be a mother, because persons think of me differently by what was said and stuff like that, and I prove them wrong. And I feel good about that, because persons literally just judge me and say, yes, she's not a good mother or whatever. We all make mistakes sometimes, and I legit
Hold on,
think.
though, Kitty. Without calling any names, what is it that happened why people were misjudging you?
Because it was said that I wasn't taking care of my son good. That is why he took my son away from me. So that was said. But in his time, he was heated and we're young. So him so heated, him just say anything will come my mind, and him just go on social media and him say whatever he want to say. And yes, I know him regret enough of what him say. Me regret stuff that I said too. But at the end of the day, persons judge me wrongfully. Like when I say wrong, until they meet me in person, them have to say, oh God, I said it nice. You're a Mother's Day. My inbox put me into tears to some long messages of some young mothers sent to me. Like they legit say, you never make social media break you any at all. You took it and you build yourself with it. Because two things social media can do. It can build you and it can also break you. But you have to choose the road where you want to go on. So if it a break you, you can try to knit it up back, to lift up back yourself. Instead of trying to make it break you to the point where you say, Madonna, or whatever. I'm not a person that easy to give up. So at that point, it was just pushing me to go harder. Is that me? I say, yes, all right then, watch me. Me go prove you wrong. Or me go make the words to say you're wrong. You understand me? So I got a lot of bash, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm so, nobody else now pretends to them proud of me before me tell myself, me proud of myself. And I have way more to accomplish, like very, very soon.
All right. I understand that you're strong. I know that because I know you personally. But social media can be such a dangerous place at times. How was it for you when you saw all of those things being pushed on this blog, on that blog, and everybody's saying something about you and about your personal life? What was some of the methods or strategies that you used to keep yourself afloat and not break down to the point where you felt as if you wanted to disappear?
I'm gonna be very honest with you, Debbion. I legit disappear. I honestly disappear for a while. I went as far as to leave Jamaica with my son, and me and Papito went to St. Kitts, telling myself that I'm going to start a new life. And going over there, this is when I know that a lot of persons know me. And I was like, I think nobody know me. Some people just probably know me in Jamaica. Yeah, so I I left Jamaica. I think this is around 3 years ago. Yeah, around 3 years ago. I leave Jamaica because I wanted to see if I could get a new start, because everywhere I go on the road, persons be like, oh, that's such and such baby mother, and that's such and such baby mother. And I'm like, oh God. And then I was still taking the bus. So persons would be like, oh, look at him baby mother still a take bus, and him a this and him a that. So it really take a hold on me, because persons always see me and recognize me by him in that part, but persons know me differently from that though. But
Right.
just because the whole image that I put myself in back then, persons don't see me as that person anymore. They see me as this person's baby mother. It just really took a hold on me. And persons would even understand the relationship that we had before. This person would be like, oh, she a groupie or whatever, whatever. I was with him before he was even boss. So but they with him before him boss. So I never expect a lot of things that happen, but things happen, things changes. But I tell myself that I was gonna move away, see if I could start a new life in a different country. And going there, it never worked out the way that I wanted it to. And him, same one, try to motivate me to come back home, saying that he would support us and stuff like that. I must just come back home and things like that. And Papita wasn't adjusting in St. Kitts. So I just tell myself that I'm coming back home, and things went downhill in St. Kitts, where I went over there, and it came like I was working for some scammers and I didn't know they were scammers.
Wow.
So thank God for God, because it ended up that persons know me over there and I didn't know people know me. So when persons come to do their nails, I could have really conversation with them. But there was this one girl, she's like my sister now, Brittany. She was this one girl that came in and she said, I know you from somewhere. And then she recognized me from Instagram. And then she started messaging me on Instagram and said, she did her nails, I did her nails today and stuff like that. And if at any time I want her to show me around to St. Kitts, she can, or whichever. And she was the one that had my back in St. Kitts. So I would go back there anytime, but it's just that because I was rushing, because I want to get out of Jamaica, I wasn't looking.
Right.
I wasn't looking. I wasn't trying to research anybody or anything like that. As I said, I just wanted to just leave. So going through that experience over there, it makes me stronger to face the experience that I was facing in Jamaica. So when I came to Jamaica, it just made me just like, whatever you want to say, not really give a damn. Till it wind down to persons, take time and don't even remember, unless they went and Google my name or Google my son's father name or something. That's the only time they will actually know what happened in the past. Like persons will probably remember, but it's been so long. It's probably like 5 years ago or so.
Coming back to Jamaica, I know you said you pushed all the negative aside and you turn all of that into positive so you can move forward. But you also said that he was trying to encourage you to come back to Jamaica, and he said that he would make changes and he was kind of to his responsibilities. Did he stay true to that promise?
He did, but not for long. He did, but not for long.
All right. So I know you don't want to go too deep into it because it happened so long ago, and you're striving.
Did, but not for he did, but not for long. I appreciate what he did, but I just think it could be better. You know, when you just know someone could do better, but nevertheless, still proud of him. He's still my son's father, so I have nothing really bad to say. I just can't say anything bad because my son is his father already. So he do what he should do, and that's it.
Right.
I do my part, he do his part.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you became pregnant and you had your son. But as a girl that was born naturally with a nice figure and things like that, how did it mess with your psyche after seeing your body changing and now you have a baby and your body look somewhat different? How did you deal with that?
Uh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the body changing and the little teeny breast that I had. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't ready for all of it, believe me. And I must say that my son is my birthday gift because
Yes.
my son born 10 minutes before my birthday. So I had to say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I snapped back when I had baby. I snapped right back. Real good, real nice. Bottom even look bigger.
Mm-hmm.
My breasts get bigger for sure. Never had big breasts, but my breast is big to me. Person said no, your breast not big, but my breast big to me.
Mm-hmm.
But after having my baby, um, when things was working out with baby daddy, I didn't really get stressed out. And if everybody knows me, when me stress, me eat.
Right.
And me just, hey, what must I eat, Me just eat my stress away. So I start just not care and not really business. And then in would trouble me sometimes and say, hey, your belly big and whatever. And be like, I feel away. And then after that, leaving out of my son father and going into a different relationship, it took me 1 year before I actually get intimate with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
1 entire year. Like
Mm-hmm.
I never even know me could I do it. Not saying that I'm a person that can live without it, but
Right.
it's just like it just turned me. I make me just even now sometimes I tell myself I don't like man.
Right.
But for now it's so different because I had prayed about it. I tell myself that I really, really, really don't like this. I feel weird when I strip naked in front of somebody, in front of
Mm-hmm.
a man.
Do
And
you
then,
believe do you believe that came from like him trying to body shame you a little bit? Because if you're my partner at the time and you're gonna tell me how my belly big and stuff like that, knowing I just had a baby, when you should be supporting, all if you feel like say it big in your head, just don't say nothing because it's sensitive right now.
to be honest, this is just him. He just loves to trouble people.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said dopey upon you, would have tell him dopey upon him.
Right.
So in that case is him just love for trouble and he never have no flat stomach either and him still not have a flat stomach. And I me have the baby.
Right.
So at that point, I think he just wanted me because I started gym after a while. I started gym and uh he supported the whole gym thing at one point, but believe me, in the ram to tell me say my belly big.
Right.
If the ram to tell me say my belly big.
So
But
it
I
was
never
more
met
of like
that
a
put me done.
motivation then. It was more of like him
Yeah.
motivating you to jump back into shape.
Yeah, I think it was probably, I don't know what he's thinking, but I take it for that. He was probably motivating me to fix up back yourself, no man, and as somebody needs you. But
Mm-hmm.
I was taking on too much stress. Me just I eat.
Right. So then you gain the weight. Um,
Yes, again weight.
so
Again
for
weight
me,
like after
go ahead, Kitty.
yeah, again weight like after Papi to reach like probably around probably one. Or
Mm-hmm.
before I reach one, like before I reach one, I just start gain like a weight, and then my tummy just start get like a big, and then sometimes the tummy look flat, sometimes it get big, sometimes it look flat, sometimes it get big. Like even now, even though I did a lipo.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing for me. Because I haven't seen you in person for so long. After the birth of Papito, and I saw your body, I was saying to myself, like, damn, Kitty snapped back real fast, like nothing happened. But then I realized that you had your body done. But in my eyes, it looked so good. It looked as if how I met you years ago. Tell me, how did that came into play, and why did you decided to get designer body?
Okay, so how it came into play now. I always say that if I have the money, I'm definitely gonna do a lipo. So my friend Cutie, we said we're going to a party called Candyland. It's Sher party. So I just went there just to support Sher because I know her from a longer time. So I never go there to win anything, to be honest. But my friend Cutie tell me that she tell herself, say, from reaching at the party, me I go win. Right? She have to win and she's holding on on the ticket them and I count every number that Bishop counts. I can tell you that the number that one, the high one, it was, I think him show probably around 10 or 12 tickets when nobody
Didn't respond to.
not say after them. Nobody did respond. And he said, this is the last one I got call, because it looked like nobody no want this. So the last one was I said the man them in the party if we not have a ticket and I don't want and not have the girl on that give to, just hand it to one of the girl them in the party. So my friend knows the two man behind me and she just set the two man them behind the ticket too and she had her own 4 tickets in her hand and Cutie just did it. And she just tell herself that she count every number. And when Bishop count the number and she get the number, she said, show it. I started pushing and I said, show it. And then she started pushing me. And I said, girl, no, I can't. Yeah, you go up there now. You go up there.
Yeah.
Remember, I two training I have on right now. And believe me, people look on my body when I did a picture with designer body. I'm gonna send you that picture. When I took the picture with designer body, persons that say, me no need it, me no this, them would even like to know how much things me have on and I need that dress there.
Wow.
Well taped down. Well taped down. So because my friend know the struggle I was facing, she don't have no kids and she's slim and trim and now forgot gym. So she tell herself, say, me, I forget it. So she read out the number. I won. I went up. Renee and everybody was really happy when they see me at such a stage. And me, I tell Renee, Renee.
Who's that? Renee 630?
Yeah, Renee 630. Renee 630 and share them and say, you're mad what you mean now? Step us up. Listen, when look at them talk different. So because of that, I just say, all right then, must stay. So I won the lipo and I was the only person, 3 other persons win stuff, but I was the only person that visit designer body in Dominica Republic representing for Jamaica.
Wow. So what type of surgery did you do and what was the surgery like?
I did a 360 lipo and a BBL. A 360 lipo is they took fat from here. If possible, they would take from here as well, but they didn't take from here for me because after doing a 360 lipo, if you have a double chin, it will just take time and vanish after the surgery. So it took from here, under boobs and back. They did the little dip that you have in your hip. You know that little dip at your bottom there? There's a little dip that most persons, they fill it out a little. I have some on my I think it's my left side that it dies because after surgery I wasn't eating so well, and after surgery you're supposed to eat a lot of fatty food, Burger King, KFC. If you can eat even the skin that has the fat, you should after doing 360 lipo. So a 360 lipo and BBL because you want to ensure that the BBL goes. I think after doing a lipo, you don't need to eat fatty food, but doing the BBL, that's for the fatty food. The
Okay.
fatty food help that area because they actually place fat back there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the gym to lift your butt, they just lift it for you.
Okay. How was being in Dominica Republic and doing a surgery that you basically, this is something that you don't do on a regular basis. You're doing major surgery and you're out of your country, out of your comfort zone. What was that like for you?
Honestly, I felt good. For me, I felt good because I did tell myself, say, I go over there and me I come back banging. I went with my cousin because um, my cousin Shan Shan, we were in the same room. I should have said that. My cousin Shan Shan, when she found out that I won, she was going to do it, but she wasn't going to tell me until it was closer. But when she found out that I did, she tried to book our date on the same date that I am getting. Well, we tried to book our dates together so we could go on the same day to get the surgery done, and we went the same time like a team, girl. Yeah, and we did it. We
Yes.
did it. Yes. So, I thought I never had enough blood to do it, but actually I had, because I was Michelle tell me, take your irons, eat, get fat. We need a fat. Just eat and get fat and take your irons. So when I went to Dominica, I was
So they
when
had
I went
enough
to
fat to
Dominica.
work with.
Yes, they had enough fat to work with to let me come out with the arrow,
Hourglass.
the
How
curvy diva style.
Yeah, how long did it take for what was the recovery process like for you, and how long did it take for you to recover from this surgery?
Honestly, baby, it never nice. It is painful. You don't feel the surgery, because when you take that blue pill, you don't
You're
feel the
out.
surgery. You just out. But I know I probably woke up in surgery like twice, but I wasn't feeling anything. I guess my body is that strong. It was fighting against everything. But I think I woke up twice in surgery. I wasn't thinking about dying, or because we're a whole heap of rumor with Dominica,
Yeah,
with persons dying. I wasn't thinking about that. Me and my cousin, we tell ourselves that we are go and we are come back in peace.
right.
Because one thing I know, the devil don't grant me nothing. So anything I win or anything that I have gotten, it has to be from God. The devil
Right.
not give me nothing. Him not like me that much. So when I did the surgery, the whole procedure, healing, is just a massage. The massage is painful because they have to massage that fluid out of you. And those holes that they punch into you, sometimes they have to open up back the hole to take out back the fluid. You see me now,
Wow.
Debbie? See me now. My cousin watch the procedure of lipo surgery. You know who not watch it?
You.
Me. Because I don't want to see. There's no me watch it and me say, that this them to my body. Me never ever go watch it. If me did ever watch it, me not think would I probably go.
Yeah.
If I did ever watch it, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. It that make me I think right through it. I think that just make my pass out in a surgery.
Wow.
Honestly. To all me that think, but after doing it and seeing the videos, I was like, oh, who's never strong? I'm strong. But for all of them up there, I'm still alive, of course, I'm strong.
But for you, you're a business owner, right? And you went over to do this surgery. How long did it take for you to get back on your feet?
Okay, so it took me like after around 6 to 7 weeks, I start doing 1 nails a day. So I do 1 nails a day. I have to sit on the butt pillow, and then by healing, probably around when I reach 3 months, then I start doing 2 clients, then going up I do 3, and then I start working regularly. I had closed my friend Cutie. She was working in my shop for me right through when I went to do my surgery, and I tricked everybody that I was pregnant and I'm going on vacation. So I push up my belly, and you know me, everybody know me for that. So I push up my belly, and every one of my clients they think me pregnant, you know. So you see, yeah, so when me dropped my picture, I said yes, I was pregnant with a new body. Mm-hmm. So everybody was like, I said it there, you're wicked. Because I never tell nobody at all, only my friend that know that I won. She knew, and somebody else knew. Then persons that know that I win are gonna tell me to give it to them. I may say, why would I give you something that I win? But I'm gonna sell it back or something.
Right.
And then them gonna say, no go there, go to your body. Them gonna shake you up. Them gonna make you look. They're not gonna make you look good cause it's free. I'm gonna be like, what you want it, but you're gonna tell me that.
Right.
Like legit, some persons that I thought were my friends, that's what them said to me. Me forgive them, and them no need it. Me need it more than them. Cause my belly big in front of me. It's just that me just didn't know for work the big belly. I'm gonna ramp for taper down. I'm gonna ramp for wear my trainer things, them underneath my clothes. 2 of them me wear. But now forget to have this special thing what carry me in. It have a G-string and the top carry in. Debbion, 2 of that me have on, you know. I mean, I tell you, there's a G-string stuck me, you know. So
just to flatten the tummy.
Right, run on my bottom part, so hey. Thank God me not have to do that again. Hey,
Right.
me do something for keeping the big belly, you know. And people that feel like, and let me tell you something. I was a person be like, oh, your shape would some person would even understand say me legit. I'll try use some editing something, edit tool look apart and me or something when somebody introduced me to it. Yeah. So person will be like, oh, she did surgery that I don't know say I like editing one over this. So me proud to say it because I have to use editing again. But them time there, me just do one for look good, man. Because remember me used to my promotion days and me in my short clothes and my well shape out and breast well stiff up. But I love my breast the way it is. I don't think I will ever do my breast. Not sure. I don't think. If I have a partner and you feel like say doing the breast is best for him, fine. But for now, I like my breast.
You're keeping them.
Yeah, I keeping her. She's my baby.
What are the recommendations after surgery to keep your body in shape and not go back to where it was before?
Number 1, you have to eat properly. Number 2, I don't eat properly. As some get fat, as some take time and have to lose back the weight. But the thing with lipo, wherever they take the fat from, the fat doesn't come back there so easily. So it's gonna go elsewhere. So probably if they never take 2 little things from here, so my hand them would have probably be. So my fat them would have go in on my hand. But because they took from me, but I think my fat most go in my bottom. Yeah, I think the
which is the right place for it to go.
Yes, I have no problem. But honestly, sometimes I can't manage her. I cannot manage my bottom sometimes. First time, before I did my surgery, I could dance a little bit better and shape my bottom. But my dance, but sometimes I feel like I'm stiff because I can't manage my bottom. I don't know, must true, I never make for have it so big. But it's fine. I can't dance, that's fine. It's okay. I just want to know. So when I put on my clothes, everything
You look
Gucci.
nice.
Yeah.
There are so many different horror stories about doing surgery in Dominica Republic. For those out there who might be considering doing this surgery, what would your advice be to them?
Okay, first thing first, research your doctor. If you have an interest into a doctor that you say, okay, I think I want this doctor to proceed to do a surgery on me, you have to research the doctor. So you have to research, see how much debt they have. If they have too much debt, you know that that's a no-no for you. And you have to read up what caused the debt of the
That
client,
person. Mm-hmm.
yeah, of the patient. Because what happened is you have some persons that actually make it bad for the doctor as well, because they did surgery like probably you should do surgery like every 8 months. So you should not go back and probably unless a year, 8 months to a year. Yeah, persons that legit go back after 6 months or four
Wow.
months because they feel like the surgery doesn't, they don't look like what they expect themselves to look like right after a surgery, which it take procedure, it takes time to really see the result of when you do your surgery. So what you should do is do a research on your doctor, definitely. Do a research on wherever you're going to stay. And if you know persons that go there before, you can also ask them. Because persons always in my inbox asking me. Persons know persons that know me, ask me to if I could give them my advice, always over there. It is really good. And this designer body, well, the owner for designer body, which is Michelle, she's really good, and she really take care of persons that come over there to do their surgery. She's not there, but persons that work for her, when you go over there, come like you're entering into a new family. Like most persons over there are even Jamaicans, because when I went there, I thought, oh, I was gonna be the only Jamaican girl in designer body. When I went there was a lot of them. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Jamaican girls, but they just don't live in Jamaica. They live in the States
Mm-hmm.
and all over the world. You have persons from England, persons from America, persons all over come to designer body in Dominica Republic.
Would you do another surgery?
I'm not gonna say no.
Uh-huh.
If I see I need to do it, I'd probably say yes. But I'm not gonna say no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say no, but not right now.
Right. How long has it been
Mhm.
since you did this surgery?
I think I think March gone, I think it's 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, March is 2 years now.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Kitty is this person who is well known on the internet. We know you for the music videos. We know you for the calendar. You're the businesswoman and you're also a mother. What is something about yourself that you believe that people don't know about you and you'd like them to know?
Okay, one thing, I'm not hype because persons always first see that. I am not hype for persons that sit down and think that, and then when they come and they do their nails, they be like, oh God, I say you did nice. Or I say you did jovial, because person, no, I'm very jovial. You can't know when I have a bad day. You can't really
Mm-hmm.
know when I have a bad day because I don't show it. Even in my working environment, persons in the shop, like if you see me space out and I'm not talking to nobody, you know I say something really gone bad. But for me, I'm always jovial and always having good conversations with my client, because sometimes clients come and the salon is where they come to de-stress.
Yes.
So for me, persons would think and say, um, she too hype, man. I go she. Listen, I've heard some person say some crazy thing about me, and I just
Mm-hmm.
laugh. Me laugh. Believe me, me laugh. Also, on the other side, um, persons will be like, this is the next thing people read me wrong for. Oh, our price are because she do her body. She charge because she want maintain her body.
What?
I've heard, yes, I've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
My prices are okay enough because the price that I charge, some nail tech is charging way more than that, and I know my worth. So if I charge a certain amount, I know next thing persons come in and they will talk about a next nail technician. Wrong person. Don't think of me as that type of person. Because if you come and you talk about an next nail technician, I will not be listening to you. Number one is either having one earpod, this ear just to hear you, and I will legit shut you down. I don't want to hear about an next nail technician. Then you're probably gonna say my hype this or I'm harsh, but that's it. I'm a stern person when it comes on to my business. Very stern. So person read me wrongfully by saying that my hype or saying that my too dear or my full of attitude. Me not gonna tell you like sometimes I have attitude, but my attitude must go off a man. Men. My attitude really gravitates to men. Men. Men get that attitude there. But for females, man would have read me wrongfully to say, oh, she's a gold digger. Because I've had persons said that to me. Yes, I've had men say that to me before. When they get to know me, they're like, oh my God, you're so true. I just see up on Instagram and you look so sexy. I never know, say, you talk so, like so mature and you have
But
your
how
on your
would you
body.
how would you be a gold digger though if these men just want to offer you things just off the top like that from knowing you? There's so many, I being around you, knowing you, I know that men just offer. They want to offer the car, they want to offer the this, the that, the house, the whatever. So how does that make you a gold digger?
That's how I explain myself to some of them, because when they get to have a conversation with me, they know that is a total different person. So probably they were looking for a gold digger, for somebody that they could probably give some money or give something, and she'll be like, okay, yeah, yada dee da da. No, not me. Because honestly, as much as I get so much offer, like men be like, oh, they can give me this or they would give me that, or man give me this or give me that. I still don't depend on men.
Right.
I depend on my own, and I take my business very serious. So if you don't take my business serious, there's no way we could have a relationship or have a conversation at that. So going back to what you said, they probably look at me and say, why would they say I'm a gold digger if they offer? Yeah, but man say a lot of things when they're not getting what they really want.
Right.
So for me, I just don't really pay them any mind. But for most of these men who even look me, them end up become my friends. Because
you know what too? I'm not gonna call any name, but years ago there was this one guy that was trying to get with you, and he offered you his car. Let me see if you remember. He offered you his car. You was driving his car, but you didn't know that he put a tracker on it. So everywhere you went, he was tracking you. And not only did he offer you the car, he was offering you so many other things just to be in control of you. How do you protect yourself in these type of situations?
Okay, one, you have to ensure that you're not leading them on into the wrong way, and let them, sometimes they don't even realize what they're doing, because they're doing all these things for you and they feel like it's probably you telling them to do it. No, I did not tell you to do that. Remember, you wanted to do it. You understand? Like you have to remind them sometimes, because sometimes they really don't. It's like it coming like it's a sickness. It coming like it's a virus into them body where play with them brain and allow them to do things where they never realize them to do. Because for me, I think if never really realized them to do it. Because in a long time, and on a whole heap of time, he never ever knew if I was a man or a woman when he was doing that first thing, Debbion. And then after that, he doing that, I said, okay, fine. Let me just give him a one touch because he's doing all of this and he was a bigger man for me. So I said, all right, let me just help him out. But on the other side, females, me personally, don't take a man stuff if you really don't want him. Don't take a man stuff. And this is where some girls end up put themselves in some real position where man end up kill. You're not even take nothing from the man for the man kill you, you know. They can be so obsessed with you, they will kill you. That is why I don't entertain men. I really don't. Because I don't know, them always want to kill me. Just that them can't, they cannot. They cannot. But them always want threatening me and all the things them. I have to just leave them to God and I said, God, you even though you bring me from the earth for them take me, so you know. So just please go visit him for me now, please. Go visit him. Go and visit him. Because basically my last relationship, it was like a threaten. And that's why I had to leave. It was a threat, and I take the threat very seriously. And at that time, they were killing a lot of women. Man that kill them woman hard. I tell myself, say me, nope, no. So at this point, I can tell myself that I am off. I could say I'm single.
Single, ready to mingle, or just single, getting to know myself and bettering myself in every aspect. As a businesswoman, as a mother, I'm just single, getting to know me, and that's just it.
That's it. Single, getting to know me, focusing on my business. Anybody that I'm entertaining now has to be helping me to focus on my business as well. And I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because most times we sit down and we just want someone with some money, you know. We say that enough time, but honestly, the man with money get enough trouble, and I can't take trouble. And they bring a lot of things to you too. And at this point in life, I wouldn't want no man come carry a disease come give me. So best if me just make you do you and me do me. So for now, I have interest. Persons have interest in me. There's probably one person that I probably have an interest in, but I still don't like man. So I have to still sit down, single, focus on me, focus on my child, focus on my business, focus on the next business that I probably have in mind to come across. So yeah, that's basically it with that single part.
Being so determined and driven, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years from now, I'll have my house. I'll be married. I'll probably have a next child. And also, my business will be expanding. Probably not only in Jamaica, but
in other
somewhere
parts.
in the world. In the world.
Well, I see your face light up when you said that you absolutely believe it. So from you believe it, I know that you're going to achieve it. So
yeah, man.
I want to thank you for sitting with me and sharing a few pages from your life, because I know there's lots more to talk about and there's lots more to share. But being in control and having my own show, there can always be a part 2 and a part 3 or whatever it is, because my aim is always to promote and to also inspire. So I'm positive that there's someone who is watching this and they're going to be inspired by your story. A lot of times there are women who get caught up in the way they look, and they allow other people to come into their lives and offer them things, and they're not taking control of themselves to say, you know what, I'm not interested, so let me move on. So for you to share that part of your life to other people, to let them know that, listen, I know I look this way, I know I shape good, I know I stay good, but at the same time, I have sense. So I focus on my business and building. And in that way, I'll always be in a position where I can take care of myself and is not depending on a man to take care of me. And it's always been that way since I've known you. You're always in that position where you're earning for yourself, you're buying for yourself, and you're setting up yourself, not even just yourself, but your family as well.
Yeah, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, just always the family and close friends that I have as family like you.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to encourage you to keep on going, stay strong, and be that powerful woman you are. Never stop doing what you're doing, never stop being positive, and never stop being a good mom to young Pepito.
Thank you, Debbion. And I'm so proud of you too. And thank you for having me. And I hope everybody gets something from what I've said in the interview. I hope someone, and probably the person's going to probably ask me things, because this always happens. Even when I did interview, persons always end up coming in my inbox and ask me some other things that they probably never hear me say. But anytime you want me, I'm here, Debbion.
100%. I know that.
Remember, I am here from you with that. I got my eyes on you. Yeah.
No, but even that's funny too, because remember, I don't remember what period it was, but maybe I just had my son. But there were times where you fill in at work for me. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
there are times when you fill in for me. So we're no strangers to each other. This is more than just friend. This is family. And won't forget sleeping over your house, eating Sunday dinner. I cannot hungry. Never, Miss Bev.
And I don't forget coming over your house. So I got off a tree, walk out off a tree, come back. Those days were the days. The only thing I never get to do is come country with you when you go country. We did always walk up country with you.
Right. But you know what? As long as we have life, the opportunity will present itself. So thank you again for joining me on the Debbion Newman project. And we will definitely be in touch. Give everybody my love and take care.
And give everybody my love to your husband, your kids. Just give everybody my love to love you, Debbion, and thank you for having me. Bye, everybody.
Love you too, Kitty.
I remember, and I want them to go and visit my nails page, which is Kitty Nails World. And they can visit my personal page at Kitty Papita's Queen. And also, I'm on YouTube.
Yes.
Which I'm going. Whenever you do this is going to feature on my YouTube channel, which is Kitty's World.
I'm on Kitty's World. I'm always commenting. Well, I never see me, but I'm always making sure that I like and comment.
Debbion, I'm not really good with this. You know? Debbion, you're not Capricorn too. You're Capricorn.
No. Aquarius, because I'm later on, right? Later on, the 24th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The 24th. You and Jordan, my brother.
Yeah.
Is the same side.
Oh, give Jordan my loves. My love,
I will
love.
Definitely.
I see my line. Yo, he is so tall.
This is what I have to do.
He's super tall, I see him, man. So enough respect, Kitty, and we will be in touch. Thank you so much again.
Thank you for having me again, Debbion.
All right, later, Mama.
Be safe. Bye.
All right. If you've made it this far, that really only means that we're at the end of another conversation. But just before you roll into the next episode, it's time for you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Catch you on the next episode.